Now you're good to go.
Okay. And this lights out, and away we go.
Action. So hi guys, and welcome back to Tjtalks. Today I've got Ken Macau, and we'll be calling him Mr. Paddock because that's what we're talking about today. So Formula One, the races all over the place. But before I speak too much about it, let him introduce himself, and then we'll take it from there.
Ken Macau is my name. Paddock Experience is the game. When you think Formula One, I want you to think Paddock Experience. Have you watched races live? And I don't mean live on TV.
Live like in camera, in person,
live. So that's what we do. We offer you the experience of watching the race live, and it's a thrill like no other. So let's go.
Yeah. So how many guys do you know who are taking gas the races? Now, Ken, how did this idea even come to you? Why did you, before we even start about Paddock Experience, what's the history behind it? Where did you, how did this all begin?
The year was 2010. I started watching Formula One from as early as, I think, 2002. And I stumbled on it by accident. I remember we're moving house, me and a pal of mine called James happened to be deciding, now we need to live on our own. This thing of staying with folks. So you get to a point where the man tells you tafuta kwako.
Yeah.
So we decided to move out, and we got a digs up at Karibu Nairobi Dam. And what happened was the guy we're getting the digs from happened to be leaving the country. So he decided, you know what, guys, just buy everything from me. Sofas, beds, fridge, TV,
as is
everything. Just pay me. We agreed on a payment plan, and that was it. Part of the package was a DSTV dish and decoder. So we paid him. We had agreed on a payment plan, and we moved in. And the first time we moved in that weekend was an F1 race. So you're stuck in the house wondering what to do. So here is DSTV. You're like, how does this thing work? Switch on, flick. Yeah, cars are going around. Okay, Brazilian Grand Prix 2003. Okay, we enter, we watch. We're like, hey, this thing is nice. Okay, from then on, fast forward to 2010. Of course, 2003 to 2010, you're watching on TV. You get engrossed. We are those fanatics of Ferrari. I have my guys who currently are Mercedes, but that's a story for another day. Yeah, we fight, but we maintain mutual respect. So 2010, we're like, you know what? How about if you go watch this thing live? And I was like, okay, it's a plan. So where do we go? So look at a map, start looking at places to go.
Yeah.
And in 2009, they had started the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. That was the first race. So we're like, Abu Dhabi is not fun. Yep, it's like shags. So we're like, you know what? Let's go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's in November. But Kenyans, we then have to plan in September at that time. Kenyans, we plan
last minute.
2 months. It went there.
Yeah, let's go now. Let's do this.
So funny thing that by the time we're planning to go for the 2010 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, they were sold out.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So, of course, you come and watch on TV. And, of course, you plan like 50 guys. Hey, TJ,
we're
going. We are good. And as time goes on, because by the time you're thinking it's Feb, March, by the time you get to September, you are 2 people.
From 50?
Yes. By the time you get to call them and find out, I'd like tickets to come for this Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you were sold out in July.
What?
And
allowed.
sold out in July. I remember this very clearly, watching the 2010 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix on TV. We lost Ferrari. Again, it's a story for another day. That's a Tjtalks episode 2. And the you Kasirika, I would have been there.
Yes.
They're like, next one, I'm watching live. So, March 2011, go to the Yas Marina website, I book, I put my email details. That was December 2010. Go to the website. We are not yet open for 2011. Put in your email details. When booking starts, we get in touch with you. So it's our. So March 2011, working, get an email pop-up. Tickets are now available for the 2011 Grand Prix. Stay across my desk to my pal Jemo. Where? Twende. Bado mapema. It's December. It's
Like
November. Right. Me, I'm going. So pick up my phone, call. Hello, this is Yas Marina. Can I help you? Good. Me, I want. Where are you going? I want one ticket for the 2011. Wait, two. Okay. I want two.
Yeah.
For the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So, credit card details are It's done. Tickets will be shipped to you in September.
So
good to go. So I hung up the phone, call another buddy of mine called Kasili. Well, me, I'm going for this thing. You guys last year.
You 50 guys to 2 guys.
Me, I'm going for the... Wait, she book for me. She sent tunes.
Yes.
So he sent tunes. So I call again. Wait, I don't want more tickets. See, there's a space there next to where we are sitting.
Yeah.
So got 3 tickets. And that's how it started. So now it was a plan of where are we going to stay, what are we going to
eat even.
Hey, me have a pal, he has a digs those sides. So, okay, accommodation tick.
Yes.
When are we booking plane tickets? That's far. So you've bought tickets. In Kenya, you have to buy tickets. You expect these things to come like the next day or maybe in about 2-3 days.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dudes, these things will come in September. I'm like, dudes, you've just been played. You've paid for something in full in March.
Yes. And in September. And the rest is? The
rest is, I think, end of October.
Yeah.
October, early November.
Okay.
I do. So for the next couple of months, it's, the Kenyan in me calling, where are you sure this
thing is happening?
Dude,
relax.
Okay. What if they don't come? Oh, by the way, you don't know this thing is can't cancel non-refundable nini, so you just blown choose.
So you just wait.
So you wait.
If they come, if they don't, that's it.
So that's when you go to church on Sunday and pray, say, dear God, this
anybody who has
between now and June, November, please, nothing happens. The skies are clear.
Yes.
Planes can land and take off. Visa issues, tick.
Done.
So you forget about it until sometime, I think September, mid-September. Get a call. These calls you get and you cut committee.
Those numbers you don't know.
So get a call, cutter. Call again, cutter. Call the third time. Like, this guy is persistent.
Let me just speak and see.
Hello? Bali, nimetoka RMX. Niko na mzigo yako.
Yeah, because your head is gonna be there.
Sijui lakini ofisi yako iko wapi? Okay, office is at location X. Sawa. So guy shows up. Here, sign for it. Nani ametuma? Imeandikwa
hapo. Yes.
So you sign for it. It's brought to me here. Rarua quickly. Tickets Abu Dhabi.
Yes, of course. Somersaults, I'm sure.
You know when you go to WhatsApp? I mean, no. Facebook. That's the time to Facebook.
Yeah.
Click, post.
Inside.
Now we are going.
Yes.
Tickets are here. Start calling. Okay. Have you booked flight? Bad. Start looking. Emirates.com. Do you know our travel agent? Do you know this? Do you know that?
Yeah.
We call our pal. Just making sure your digs is available.
Yes.
Like digs is chill.
Easy. Come in. Yeah.
So, fast forward. Now the day for going. And of course, during that time, now tickets have landed. You've posted on Facebook. They're like, hey, Ken, you get me a ticket.
Yeah. 5 months waiting.
This thing was sold out. We've been waiting for since March, and now they're here.
Yes.
Because you can't get even one more extra. See, so November comes. Pandandege, we go. Totally unprepared. Yeah. Remember, we've just been watching F1 on TV. You don't know the procedure or anything, so we're just going like the newbies we are. We figure. We have the whole weekend. The whole weekend schedule. So there's Friday you have, actually no, it starts on Thursday.
Yeah.
Where you have a pit walk Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday is when you walk in, you go for the pit walk, and the pit walk means you just take a walk around the pit area,
Okay.
and you see the cars that they're setting up.
Nice.
So they'll do their practice pit walks, the pit stops. Car is pushed back a bit, pushed, raise it up, 4 wheels off, 4 wheels on,
Hey.
and you row that noise that pit can make.
Yes.
So by the time I get in, Maze, it's a now loud sound, and you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Loud. So you're like, okay. As in, that guy just grabs that gun and spins, and you shake.
You shake, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a new experience for me, of course. Camera pictures taking, then a random guy just walks past, and you're like, Michael Schumacher, Alonso, Felipe Massa.
Just randomly walking.
That's randomly walking, waving to guys, chicks screaming, and they're like, Allah. So just start to take pictures. So, of course, you get excited into the weekend. From there, pit walk is about 3-4 hours. But of course, you start at the lower end of the garage, the small teams, and you come up to the big teams. At that time, was there Mercedes? Yes, there was Mercedes, because Schumacher was in Mercedes. So you end up with Ferrari, Mercedes, and that's where you find this crowd. Because everybody's hogging there, wants to take pictures of guys. Then you get to see the podium, you get to see the circuit. It's an impressive place.
Nice.
Large. So actually the Abu Dhabi circuit was built on reclaimed land. What they did is, Kashek looked and said, Apa. Tajenga mahali hapo. So they reclaimed that land. Things we have to put on side. So they reclaimed that land, built a circuit, and built a city around it. So what you get to see on TV is just the circuit. But around the circuit, there are hotels, there's Ferrari World, there's shopping malls. So there's a lot more to do.
Okay.
It's not just the circuit.
Okay.
Then when you buy your 4-day, you can either buy your 3-day ticket, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That also comes with the Thursday pit walk. Or you can get your 2-day ticket. A 2-day ticket is Saturday and Sunday. So what happens on Thursday is your pit walk. What happens on Friday is you get your ticket for the whole day of Friday, but you're mostly interested in now practice 1 and 2 for F1.
Okay.
But during the day, there's a lot more that happens. There's Formula 3, Formula 2, Porsche Super Cup. So you can go to the circuit as early as 10 in the morning and leave way past midnight, because in the evening, there's a concert.
Party at a party.
Right?
Okay.
So that's Thursday, pit walk. Friday, practice 1, practice 2. Saturday, practice 3, qualifying. Sunday, race day.
Yes.
And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, of course, concerts. So who have we seen for concerts? Eminem, Lionel Richie, Rihanna, Jay-Z.
Hey. So there's more. It's an actual experience, not just the cars and the races.
It's not just the cars and the races. It's an actual experience where you go there the whole day. Of course, for those guys who partake in breweries, don't convert. Just casa, buy, enjoy. But it's a full week. What you end up having is that a full week experience over there, and by the time you come back, you're like, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now, as you move on from pit walk, when you are there now on Friday for practice 1, you need to shut up.
It's okay. It's all part of the uncut real TJ experience.
Silence. And take 2. So now on Friday, during that time we had your V8s, and the V8s were very loud. So of course, as we check in for practice 1, we just check in the circuit. You find these guys who are on the side selling you the earplugs. You can either get the ones that are like headphones, or you can get the earplugs. Yes. So I'm like, Jimo, do we need? No, we don't need. So
there's the reason why they're selling them, but anyway,
we don't need. From Africa, kelele mingi in Nairobi, Zoea.
Okay.
Kelele, we're okay. So you enter the circuit, you chill, and 10 minutes time, there's announcements that it's 10 minutes to practice. We'll see you coming out fast. Just chilling. So we're seated at a place called the North Grandstand. The North Grandstand from Abu Dhabi, actually, if you look at the map, is the first grandstand after this. Actually, there's a main grandstand. Then as the cars come, it's the second one. So you get to see the cars come up, down the hill, take a turn, and speed up.
Okay.
Right? As the cars are coming there, you would hear the noise from far.
Yeah.
But as the cars come here,
Uh-huh.
you start first by hearing the car, then you feel the vibration.
Oh, wow.
So you just and you're like, okay, what's that?
Yeah.
Then the car comes and turns. Then the guy accelerates.
Then the noise now kicks in.
Those, have you ever shaken your tissue?
You try to put it into your ears.
You put what? You feel your whole body shaking.
Yeah.
That's one car.
And you remember that girl was selling you earplugs?
I remember it was which car? It was a Marusha. He just came and passed us.
Yeah.
And we woke up and said, hey, where's that guy? Where's that guy selling those things? Earplugs. So we walk out, you're like, quickly. Earplugs. Hey, how much? You don't even want to.
There's even no bargaining.
You even buy, you pay and you're like,
extra.
Hey. So you come back and I'm seated here. My pal Jimo is seated here. This was before social distancing.
Yeah.
And as the cars keep on passing, I'm shouting, he can't hear me.
That's how loud it is.
It's that loud, but what you end up enjoying is the smell of oil,
the
smell
rubber.
of rubber and all that.
Yeah.
And when you witness an accident in front of you, that's when you realize, hey, okay, these things move.
They move, speed, man.
They really move.
Yeah.
So you have your first practice session, you get out and you're like, oh, okay, now what about the main event? Because you know what's coming for the weekend.
Yeah.
So you enjoy practice 1 and practice 2, you come the next day for practice 3 and then qualifying.
Yeah.
And you would see the difference in qualifying, because qualifying is split into 3 sections. There's Q1, Q2, Q3. So what happens in Q1, you have 20 cars in F1. So Q1 is that the slowest, I think, 5 cars, the slowest 5 cars are ranked 16 to 20.
Okay.
Right? So you do your laps, you post your times, and the slowest are ranked 16 to 20. Then you guys move down for Konyoma. Then you go to Q2. Then the slowest 11 to 15 are ranked. Then you go into Q3, which is Mamboyote. You're ranked 1 to 10. And that's where you find your Lewis Hamilton's either taking pole position, which is P1, then your guy taking P2, P3. And you can see the difference in speed and even in practice as they come and they're setting their times. Right?
Okay.
Then you watch qualifying, you go for your concert, and you come the next day for the main race event. And throughout this weekend, you will notice that the more familiar guys who've been to Grand Prix Sana, they don't show up for qualifying.
The main event only.
They'll come, they don't show up even for practice. They'll come qualify, because as you're starting the weekend, you're wondering, and I thought this guy said you were sold out.
Yeah, where the guy is empty.
By the time you're coming for qualifying, you're like, hey, okay.
Now we know it was
when
empty.
You come the race day, you're like, yeah, we are packed.
Yeah.
Then just before the start, of course, you have the national anthem and the fly past of Emirates aircraft with the Abu Dhabi Air Force doing their aerial stunts and all that. So it's quite spectacular. Then the race starts. And you've not felt the energy of 20 cars coming and just meters from you, and you're like, you've taken pictures, you've done what?
You've shouted.
It's brilliant. You shout, you go horse. But just that whole event of just being there, that's how the dream started. So you do the first race, 2011. When you're coming back to Nairobi, you panda the ndege, I was like, hey Jimo, me I'm coming again.
Next year we're here.
Next year we're doing it again. So of course you then 2011, 2012. By the time we come into 2013, told my wife, no, this is an annual thing.
It's become a ritual now.
It's become a ritual. So he lazima to end.
Yes.
And that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, you it's like a drug. You get hooked, and you're like, every year this is the place I'm going. So every time you go there, you get better and better at it. Nice. So now we started adding, of course, when you start, you're about 2-3 guys. By the time 2019 was a good year, we went 35 guys.
Nice. So at least from the 2, now you become 35.
You
It's
become
growing. It's
35.
growing. Like, eventually it'll be 50. Yeah?
Then, of course, 2020 was supposed to be 100.
Yes. Wow.
Yes. Rona hit.
The Rona.
Rona hit. And we were humble.
Yes, quite. It's going to be our best year yet.
No, it was the best year.
Yes.
You know, you've done P&L, you've done cash
Everything.
flows,
Yes.
you've talked to suppliers,
Yeah.
hotels, you're like,
We're inside.
Friday the 13th March. Fellow Kenyans.
Yes, we are
You
now.
know when you just see profits go like this,
Sure.
that's the day you learn. Do not count your chickens.
Before they hatch.
Before they hatch.
True, true,
Yeah.
true, true, true.
So the thing was, what else do you do? Because now we can't go and watch. There are no spectators.
Yeah.
And even like last year, despite not having spectators, I think 2 weeks before the Grand Prix, UAE decided the Kenyans, you guys are misbehaving.
Yes.
So there's that list of countries they said these guys can't come to UAE.
What? We were there on the list.
Yeah, we're on the list. So you know, it's not only look like this. You say even if I wanted to go and watch from the fence,
There's nothing you can do now.
Nothing.
Wow. Okay.
so we're here. This season is about to begin. There's a crowd of guys who want to go, but we don't know.
Yeah, what's going to happen?
Anything can happen between now and November because we still do not know if they're going to allow fans to come back to the circuit.
Yeah. I mean, like with all the other sports, you've seen them having, even the golfers have been playing without the fans.
Yes.
And it's very limited. So, I mean, it's one of those things which I think they'll find a way to actually live with it. But now,
Yes.
just to ask, so what are the, just high level costs? How much would it, if, say, for example, now I want to actually come and, be part of the
Yeah,
part
it
of
was
experience?
2019 TJ is coming, TJ is going. You could spend about $2,500 to $3,000.
Okay.
Economy,
Dollars, economy, yes.
If you want a business class, if you want an executive hotel suite, if you want to be picked up kwa runway, of course.
Yeah, of course, the charges.
Cost different.
There's like a star that says terms and conditions apply.
Yes, that one.
Okay, so when do we start? Okay, so what's the plan now for the next one? Once maybe we're off the banned list and Corona is managed, when do you expect the next one to kick off from?
Okay, let's just focus and say, let's say this year that we're supposed to be going to the circuit. Ticket sales would have started by now.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So what would happen is that you'd have a forecast that says, listen, this year, let's say you want to take 50 guys. So buy 50 tickets, you book hotel rooms for 50 guys, you book, you basically make the travel plan for 50 guys.
Okay.
And now you start selling to guys, and I'd come and tell you, okay, TJ, fine, this is your payment plan.
Yeah.
It's 3 soak that you're paying, you're going to pay
In
me.
trenches. Okay.
What installment plan do you want?
Yeah.
Do you want upfront?
Yeah.
And then you'll get this discount? Or do you want 5 installments? You want 6 installments? This is how you pay them? That's it.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't cover is shopping.
Carry your own shopping money.
Yes. Carry on pocket money.
And then now with okay, so you've heard, so the costs are there. There's a payment plan as well. So you don't have to feel shy and say, oh, you know what, this thing is all expensive. You can actually have it spread out. But of course, the initial bit is make the plan and start off. And I'll share the details, of course, of the website and of course the details of how this all runs. But for this year, what are you guys planning? Because if there's no Abu Dhabi, are we going to have a place where we can actually go and sit and watch the races?
Yes, I've linked up with some other event organizers, and we are planning to have at least a place where we can view the races.
Okay.
Of course, COVID compliant. And that's all we can do for now, because last year we all sat down in our houses scared that we can't go out and do anything. But we have a very active WhatsApp group. And this year we're just smiling. Silently. We're silently smiling. There's this rivalry between Mercedes fans, Ferrari fans, and other type of fans, and Red Bull fans. So there's like a silence of tunachokozana. Hapo pole pole tu. Yes.
So, okay, so there's going to be a lot more to come. As you can see, Paddock Experience, the logo, it's a registered company. We're actually wearing Paddock Experience merchandise. So we're posting that soon on the site as well, on Instagram and all the feeds that we can get. So Formula 1 sio watu wako na pesa peke yake, unaweza lipa malipo pole pole. So more to come, but thank you so much for your time, Ken.
Thanks.
And we'll definitely be doing this more often, man.
Yes.
We'll actually be having commentary in Formula 1 coming up soon on Paddock. Have a good one. Thanks, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Take care.
Bye.
And
we're
we're
good
out.
and we're out.